a good sport, but he has no option really with... he's got plenty of ammunition to fire back at the Liverpool.
Tough run of fixtures, tough on you. As Enzo Maresca once said in his press conferences, it's a normal game for us, but a tough game for them. That is what Arne has actually replicated in what everyone decided to think is a tough run of fixtures for Liverpool. Liverpool Football Club are exemplary. They are scintillating. They are structured. They are organized. They are actually the best team to win this season's Premier League title. The way in which Slot has set them up with regards to how they build from the back, how they're able to generate angles for themselves, how they're able to outmaneuver, outnumber, outplay opponents, and how they are able to actually hurt the opposition is quite remarkable. Won 2-0, and we're going to see how both managers tried to cancel each other out. Both teams lined up in a 4-2-3-1, but the tactics from both managers were different. So what did they do? Some of you are watching my videos and yet not subscribed. Kindly subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thank you. So Manchester City, as usual, started building from the back, but the way Liverpool pressed them was remarkable. Liverpool employed a 4-4 mid-block, and you can clearly see Liverpool's narrow front four, with Diaz looking to be the player to initiate the press. Now you can see Diaz is looking to initiate the press and try to force Manchester City to play towards one side of the pitch. But Ortega is able to find Bernardo Silva in this position, and Bernardo Silva, rather than playing a first-time ball to Gundogan, he is currently being put under pressure by Alex McAllister, and now Gravenberch has won the ball. Now look, Liverpool now have 5 players against Manchester City's backline, and that was how Liverpool managed to create a lot of problems for Manchester City in that first half. Now looking at how Manchester City are looking to build up from the back, Ortega with the 2 centre-backs splitting across, and Bernardo Silva and Ilkay Gundogan dropping deep. Walker and Rico Lewis are generating that numerical overload down the right, and Manchester City are looking to play through the middle. Now the problem is, because Akanji was attempting to play this ball to Gundogan and it was actually received by Gravenberch, if only Ortega had gone long to Walker and Lewis, they would have outnumbered Robertson in that left-hand space. Now, Manchester City had adapted to the way they build up in the first half, heavily relying on playing cross-field passes to Matheus Nunes. But the problem is, Nunes is not a winger, Nunes is not good at 1v1, and therefore Trent Alexander-Arnold was able to cancel him out of the game. And whenever Nunes received the ball, Liverpool employed a touchline press. And actually, in this touchline press, Liverpool were able to win the ball off Nunes and automatically find themselves in areas where they could punish Manchester City quite lethal. Now, Manchester City, on the other hand, were trying to press Liverpool in a 4-4-2 kind of structure. And we saw a slight change with the way Liverpool were playing, with sometimes Trent Alexander-Arnold inverting in midfield to pick the ball directly from the centre-back and look to play that cross-field pass to Mo Salah. You can clearly see here Manchester City in that 4-4. Manchester City are looking to play the high line so that they can play Liverpool's front 3 offside. Now Trent Alexander-Arnold is moving to receive the ball, and you can see the position that Robertson has picked in that central defensive area. Now Trent has received the ball, and you can see Salah has moved back into an onside position, and he fancies himself to outrun Manuel Akanji in this kind of situation. Trent Alexander-Arnold is able to play that cross-field pass for Mo Salah, and you can clearly see how Salah is actually taking advantage of this. Akanji is actually playing even Diaz and Gakpo in an onside position, and this is dangerous because if you want to play that high line, then you need to be well coordinated in that when the opponent is looking to play that ball, you actually push your defensive line forward. Now, because Liverpool were looking to play those balls over the top, Manchester City created a lot of space in the middle of the park. Therefore, Gomez, who had the least pressure because Haaland was touch tight on Virgil, was able to play passes to Gravenberch. And because Manchester City were constantly trying to press Liverpool in a high mid block, the space in behind was always there. Manchester City also sometimes, when they had possession, attempted to play the ball, especially towards the feet of Erling Haaland. The problem with Manchester City is that they did not have width down the side, especially before the likes of Doku and Savinho came on. But whenever Doku and Savinho came on, Manchester City had that natural width. But before, they didn't have it, so they were heavily relying on playing through Liverpool in midfield. And you can clearly see in this clip here, look at the position of Manchester City as they are looking to try and progress with the ball forward. There is no width down the right, there is no width down the left, and width is something that has defined Pep Guardiola's teams. And if Pep does not have that width, how is he able to stretch Liverpool away from each other? Now, Manchester City lose this ball in these central areas of the pitch, and now they are looking to counter-press Liverpool. But look at how Liverpool move from a narrow structure into a wide structure and are actually able to open up Manchester City. I don't know how Manchester City just lost their principles overnight. Liverpool are able to play the ball back to Trent, and look at all Manchester City players are looking to press. Haaland has already been caught high up, and now Manchester City are a player less in this position. Liverpool are already looking to spread their wings and actually open up spaces in the spaces exploited by Manchester City. Trent plays a first-time ball to Szoboszlai, and you can see Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, and Foden are not able to actually get onto the ball. The ball is played to Szoboszlai. He's receiving the ball in acres of space. Ake is touch tight on Salah, and the defenders cannot push forward. In this case, what you realize now is Ruben Diaz having to push forward to try and cover that. Akanji having to push forward. And they actually push forward together with Diaz, another clueless mistake. And now, Szoboszlai is able to play that ball for the runs of Andrew Robertson. And Robertson just runs berserk against Manchester City. Liverpool are currently top of the league, 11 points clear of champions Manchester City, 9 points clear of title contenders Arsenal, and this is putting Liverpool in a favorable position. So Liverpool are actually in a better position, and they have actually won points over one of their biggest rivals. Guardiola had to get a little bit Jose-like after Liverpool fans were singing sacked in the morning and had to display his 6 Premier League titles. But at the moment, has Pep been able to solve the problem that Manchester City has? Is he a manager who can actually can try to bring Manchester City back to their full confidence? Arne Slot at the moment, top in the Champions League, top in the Premier League, is in the Carabao Cup, is more likely to continue in the FA Cup, and Liverpool look quite strong. The question is Liverpool's depth going to enable them to sustain the onslaught that they have? Is Liverpool's depth going to be a problem for them in the second leg? Or do you think that Liverpool will just casually win this league as they are doing right now? If you've enjoyed this analysis, again, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check our previous videos, check our second channel, Talk Football TY, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.